What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Phantom Sableye here. I'm a little bit under the weather right now, but hopefully you guys can bear with my sick sounding voice. Today I'm playing a little bit of UU. I'm using my Mega Aerodactyl team. This is a very difficult team to overcome. I'm very proud of it. Today I'm gonna face off against this guy named Sakri. He's pretty high up there in the ladder. His ranking was 1567, so he's pretty high up there. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna lead off with my Mega Aerodactyls. He leads off with his Nidoqueen. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, thinking he'll set up his rocks, but he unfortunately goes for the Ice Beam, as that takes me out right away. That stinks. I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast, expecting the Doublade. But he switches out to his Pidgeot. I'm going to have to switch out in my Florges. He goes for the Hurricane. As I'm going to stay in. He goes for the Hurricane again. I go for the Wish. And now he's going to go for another Hurricane. And this time I'm going to go for the Moonblast, as that brings down the Pidgeot to 5 HP. And I get the special attack drop, plus I get the Wish heal. He goes for the U-turn. I go for the Moonblast to take out this Nidoqueen. As now he brings out his Doublade. I cannot stay in here as I go out into my Hippowdon, but he makes a great play and double switches out into his Crocodile. He's going to set up his rocks. I'm going to go for the Yawn. As he goes for the knockoff, I'm going to go set up my rocks. So now his Crocodile is asleep. And now I'm going to keep firing off an EQ. And he finally wakes up right here, so he goes for his own EQ. As my Hippowdon's going to be able to take out his Crocodile. He's going to switch out into his Reuniclus. I'm going to Yawn it. He misses his Focus Blast. I go for the EQ. He misses another Focus Blast. Very unfortunate. And now I'm going to switch out into my Chandelure, as I'm just going to fire off Shadow Ball here as he sacks off his Pidgeot, his Death Fodder. Very great play on my opponent. As now he's going to switch out into his Mienshao. This is a threat for me, so I have to switch out in my Fortress. He's going to knock off my Castatberry, and now it's going to reveal what kind of set I am. As he switches out to his Doublade, and I go for an Explosion. That was a very great play on my opponent. I'm going to switch out in my Hippowdon. I'm going to use the Slack Off. As he goes for the Gyro Ball, he sees how little damage that is. So now he's going to switch out into his Reuniclus as I go for the EQ. And I'm going to switch out in my Chandelure, and my opponent makes another great play as he doubles out into his Doublade. And I have to switch right back out in my Hippowdon, as he now goes for the Shadow Sneak. I'm going to switch out in my Chandelure. I'm going to make a double switch, actually, as he doesn't expect this. He switched out in a Reuniclus, and now my Chandelure is inside as it gets a kill right here as he decides to sack off his Mienshao. I cannot switch. His rocks will kill me upon re-entry, so he's just going to finish me off with a Shadow Sneak. As I have to switch out in my Hippowdon, I go for the EQ as he goes for the Swords Dance, and I'm going to go for the Slack Off as he goes for the Sacred Sword. And now I'm going to go for another EQ. Unfortunately, I get a crit. That really does matter, as he probably could have won if I didn't crit. So that really stinks for my opponent. That's very unfortunate for him. I'm going to keep in with my Hippowdon. Just continuously firing off EQs, as I don't know what set this Reuniclus is, as he goes for the Recover. So that's very unfortunate for me, as I'm going to go for the Yawn, and now he starts setting up Calm Mind. So I'm kind of scared of this thing, because it's pretty bulky, and if it can set up enough Calm Minds, it can actually sweep my last 3 Mons, as I have to switch out my Salamence here and go for my strongest move, and hope that I can take out this Reuniclus as I lock myself into Outrage, and that just doesn't do enough. That's very unfortunate. I'm hoping he stays asleep, but unfortunately he wakes up, and he gets to recover off. I get confused from Outrage, so this isn't good for me. I have to switch out my Hippowdon. He's going to continuously go for a Recover. I'm going to go for a Yawn. He goes for the Focus Blast. I'm going to go for an EQ as he goes for another Focus Blast to take me out. I'm going to have to switch out in my Salamence and hope that this will be enough. As I go for Outrage, And it looks like it'll be enough, so I gotta hope I can get a high roll here. And I do, thankfully. Very unfortunate for my opponent. I'm really glad I won that one, though. My opponent played really well. Unfortunately for him, he still lost. Unfortunately due to a crit, though. But that's just Pokemon. Well, as always, take care, you guys.